Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. Let's take a look again on the cryptocurrencies. Actually, Bitcoin shows the performance that we discussed on Friday. As we said, that's no inspiration to take the long position. Fundamental background stands bad actually, and well, as we said, already estimated that Bitcoin has the very strong correlation with the stock market. By our opinion, stock market is doomed, as we are waiting for approximately 2,500 level on the S&P. It's approximately 2 times lower possible drop in a longer term period below the 2000 level. We do not see any chances for Bitcoin to rebound in the current situation. With the recent statistics that we've got on the CPI numbers, so you could see what's going on currently on the 10-year yield. This market is coming to the 3.2 level. And we suggest that this top will be increased with the fast acceleration above it. We have warned in our regular weekly reports on the Forex market, on the gold market, that Fed efforts trying to control inflation by the just rate change bring no result. So it could hold for slightly in inflation, but it can't lead it to significant decrease. And you can see that Fed already has increased rates almost for 1%, but inflation as it was around 8%, 8.5, it still stands right now. And further efforts with the rising yield for 75 basis points or 50 basis points, if even they will rise rate to the 3-4%, it brings no result, because they have to rise rate to make it real rate around zero. So the 8% approximately to make the impact on the economy and take the control over, take the situation under the control. But it's hardly believable that it will happen, because actually I think that they will chicken to do this. Anyway, what we could do in current environment. So here you can see what's going on in interest rates. Stock market is crushed, as you could see. On the monthly chart, we see strong bearish performance on Bitcoin that is now trying, at least challenging, the last bullish effort, as the market is trying to stay above the yearly pivot support one and the major all-time 618 support 2634 approximately, but now market stands already below it. So here's in May, market tested it, shown the minor bounce, and now it's keep going lower. So this is actually the last strong support area, and here's we have the free space for the further drop on the Bitcoin market. Currently the chances is rising that, well, maybe you have seen it on some stocks market, as you could see that in the market sometimes when some asset or stock shows this strong performance to the upside, later it shows the symmetrical downside performance. So it's just, you could bring the symmetry line here and to imagine the same like in the mirror, the same performance to the right. And currently the chances for this performance for the Bitcoin increase significantly. So market could turn to some tight range between, I don't know, maybe it will be 6 or between 4 and 8, 8 and 12 maybe, and just keep going and standing there for a long time. So this is really the big hazard for the Bitcoin currently. Yes, market currently stands at the result on by the Napoli, the trended oscillator here. It is showing that bearish, the volatility breakout to the downside, and it suggests that it might happen some pullbacks, and of course the stock market also will not been going to the downside unstoppable. This will be some pullbacks and something of that kind, but overall direction and the pace which the Bitcoin shows, well, actually brings very low chance to the bulls right now. On the weekly chart, you could see the same story. So market was standing in a range here of this week. This was probably in beginning of the May for the 4 consecutive weeks, but now last week and now market's breaking it down. It means that this range is broken, market keep going lower. And take a look, this is COP target on a weekly chart. Next is OP with 12.17. This will be next destination point. On a weekly chart, market is not at oversold, so theoretically it could keep going lower to the OP. And also recall what we said on the monthly chart. Here is last strong support between this target and OP. We do not have any strong fib levels, which makes life for the bulls as well more difficult. For the trading purposes, speaking in the short term, if you take a look, so we could set some just tactical support lines, tactical targets that market could go from one to the next on the lower time frame. On the daily chart, this Bitcoin is crushed for 5% today. That was the pattern that we discussed last time when we said that we do not want to buy here. So overall performance looks bad. It looks bearish, and indeed market now is keep going lower. Oversold level stands on the daily chart around 21-20 area. So as a potential downside target, we could consider few extensions. On the 4-hour time frame chart, that might be the butterfly. The first target stands around 23.50. So this is 127 extension. 1618 will be, let's check this out, where it will be 1618. 1618, it will be around 21.050, so very close to the daily oversold. That is two targets that we need to keep an eye on, 21 and correspondingly 23.50. So this is two targets, this is the nearest one. Since the upper downside action has started really strong, you could keep an eye on some few minor pullbacks that could happen. So if market, for instance, starts bouncing up, well, you could keep watching for 26.20, 27, 27.50 area, where you could consider probably taking the short position. The possible downward continuation, because with the strength of this performance that we see currently on Bitcoin, especially on the daily chart, it seems that at least 23.50 area should be reached relatively soon. So it's the same on last time. Of course, we are not considering currently taking any long position on the daily chart. So trend in all time frames stands bearish. That's, guys, what we have on the Bitcoin market.